Well, we knew Assassin's Creed Shadows was going to be lame and gay. It's lamer and gayer than we actually thought, believe it or not. And on top of this, the media is shilling like I've never seen, including the way that they shilled for Dragon Age the Veilguard. It seems like they're all paid, these reviewers, and it's just a disappointment for gamers. And I think the signs are showing that this is going to be a big failure for Ubisoft. We'll get into all this in just a moment. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here as we talk about all things in the culture, my friends. This is our Fandom Pulse Substack where we actually report the news. Nobody else in gaming will. If you go to IGN or PC Gamer or Kotaku, you're just going to hear, oh, this is a great game. Oh, 9 out of 10. But we call it out like it is, and we don't mince words. Disordered and degenerate sodomite relationships confirmed. You won't hear this anywhere else because they all want it. They all want to force the LGBTQ agenda on you. And we saw a lot of people were exposed a couple months ago doing very much the same with another game out there. And we're just going to call it out because it's evil, it's terrible, and it's ruining gaming every single time it's put into things. So sign up for this in the description below where we tell the unfiltered news, the truth that you will not get anywhere else. It is, if you want to sign up as a paid member and support us, guys, it's $5 a month. We really appreciate it. Just a Starbucks cup of coffee helps us do this full-time without advertisers. And the reason that a lot of these sites have to kind of bend to the will is because the advertisers actually apply pressure, and that's where it's at. So thank you so much for the support you've given us so far, making us a huge success, bigger than a lot of other websites out there already, and we're just getting started, my friends. Let's talk about this game right here. So numerous videos have surfaced now showing that Ubisoft was true to their word that Assassin's Creed Shadows featured disordered and degenerate sodomite relationships. Now, the big question was, we knew it was going to be gay. Who's going to be gay? Was it going to be Naoe, the woman, or is it going to be Yasuki, the black samurai? Well, I'll give you your answer here. It's yes. They couldn't just rest at one of them. You better be able to gay romance everybody in the whole game because that's what all the degenerates want out there. That's I guess. It's disgusting. So Ubisoft originally announced the game would feature these disordered and degenerate relationships back in May 2024. They said Naoe and Yasuke's disparate personalities also lead them to have different relationships and rapports with other characters. They don't always feel the same way about people, nor do they feel the same way about them. Romantically, they'll also attract and be attracted to two different types of people. Yeah, Yasuke dudes and Naoe chicks, right? Through the pair, the players will get to experience a multitude of relationships. How exciting. So this was shared by Manga Lawyer to X yesterday, showing that Yasuke engages in this whole degenerate lifestyle very quickly. Here's the clip in case you guys saw it. This is one of the, oh, there it is. How nice. Very diverse and inclusive right there. And you can see just pressing those helmets against each other. You are more than worthy, and this moment we have shared will be my treasure to keep. Well, you know what kind of moment that is. Well, at least they didn't show it like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which was super graphic in its nature for this stuff, right? And of course, a lot of people went off the rails defending that game for the same sort of content that's happening here. You'll see them all lambast this, but not that, which is really, really funny. I was right again. This is what the culture is doing 100%. These big companies have not changed. Anybody pushing this DEI is dead message is lying to you. They are still here. They have not just repented of their ways because Trump got elected, my friends. They're getting more deranged. They're getting crazier. You saw Ubisoft's reaction. They're threatening lawsuits against critics of this game, saying that their developers are getting harassed, etc. They're attempting to silence any dissent because they know that it's costing their bottom line at this point. They don't care. They're not going to change their games. They're not going to remove this type of stuff from their games. They're going to blame you, and they're going to call you bigots instead of actually taking action for themselves. This is what they do every single time. If you don't know the strategies they do, SJWs, the social justice warriors, they always lie. Number 2, they always double down, and that's where we're in right now. And then 3, they always project. So this is 3 rules you can live by and know that they're going to keep doing this the entire time. So Yasuke does have this gay romance in AC Shadows with a character named Ibuki, who identifies as non-binary, they, them. After some flirting, they kiss each other, and this is it. How exciting on this. And this is not just it, but then there's the Naoe video right here, which we can show you as well. Here's this, and here's the woman. Lust is a journey of 1,000 steps. It begins with a kiss. Oh, yes, here they go. And this I guess they wanted to show this a little more voraciously than the dudes. And this because they know that like some dudes will get off on this. It's gross. It's the same thing. It really is. It's still just degenerate lifestyles. But they know that with the Yasuki one, that people would have a more visceral reaction to it because that's just how it works by nature. And so, of course, they went a little harder on this one. This is just what they do, my friends. Everything is going to have this sort of thing 100%. And of course, Elon Musk said DEI kills art last year when this was coming out at the time. And they were questioning whether this should be delayed at the time as well. Well, what do you think about this? What do you think the IGNs of the world are going to be? 81 generally favorable. Wow, this is based on 71 critic reviews. Look at this. How exciting! Oh, we got a 100 score. This is a perfect game, right? There are problems with wait, why would you give it a perfect score? You can't make this up. They're shilling so hard to give it a perfect score, and yet they open their review with "there are problems with Assassin's Creed Shadows." What world are we living in at this point? How much did Ubisoft pay these people to do this? It's pretty obvious where these critics are going and how fake and gay it is every single time they push something like this. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And let's see, the best story so far, a well-done tribute to Japanese culture with two wildly different main heroes. Oh, there it is, 90 on that. Pretty good, 9 out of 10, my friends. Now, remember, a tribute to Japanese culture. They bastardized Japanese culture so badly in this that Japanese gamers actually signed a petition with more than 100,000 signatures to cancel this game. They put in Chinese assets into it. They used Chinese localizers to actually do the Japanese translations. It was very something insulting to Japan, and this is ridiculous. And of course, it's a Western company that's given this review. So as we go along, we got an IGN 8 out of 10. Oh, beautifully crafted world worth exploring, 8 out of 10. Now remember, IGN rated the Dragon Age: The Veilguard 9 out of 10. And that game was a dud. It was a stinker. So what we can glean from this is they couldn't shill hard enough to give it a 9 out of 10. They gave it worse than The Veilguard. And so they know that this is strictly worse than The Veilguard as it is. So here's some of the worst reviews. Bloated collection of uninspired quests. This one's got to be a non-shilled one here. As they oh gosh. Of course, I boomer this up every single time. This is the problem when you get into this stuff, trying to do this. So where is their review? Let's go to recently added. Okay, here we go. Read more. That's what I meant to hit. Bloated collection of uninspired quests that quickly turn into repetitive, boring grind. While the art and history teams deserve recognitions for their efforts, it's unfortunately wasted on a narrative that goes nowhere. Poorly explained, has no satisfying resolutions. None of the changes and tweaks Ubisoft brought to the table move the needle, and the game is ultimately more frustrating than it is fun. This game is desperately needed to succeed, and instead it collapses under its own weight. Future Assassin's Creed releases need to innovate instead of just being yet another rehash of games we've already played in different locations. There are other open-world games in similar settings that are much more worthy of your time. Painful right there. So they really didn't develop any of the mechanics or do anything different with the gameplay. And here's the thing that a lot of AAA developers always miss. They focus so hard on setting and the graphics and all that, and then they just rest on their laurels on the gameplay. This happens so much. I see it time and time again. The reason you're playing a game and not watching a movie, though, is it's a game. And so you need an interesting game that's different from another game. Otherwise, why would you build a game? It doesn't make any sense. And that's where it's at right now. So the Steam sales charts, as I was looking it up this morning, it does currently have it at number 1. Which makes sense. It's coming out tomorrow, so this is where it's at. It was only at like number 41 on the most wish-listed charts, though, which is not very high. Assassin's Creed, you got to remember, this has a giant bloated budget, and this doesn't mean much here that it's a top seller. Repo is kind of been around for a while. And then you got free-to-play games like Overwatch 2, which are on the top. Like, so you've got it's competing with a free-to-play, which is at number 5. Monster Hunter Wilds, which came out a month ago, is number 6. So you know that Monster Hunter Wilds is not selling at peak levels right now. So we can't really glean much other than this is the only game that people know about right now coming out this week, which is all we know right now. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, Ubisoft needs millions of copies to sell for this to be a success, for them to make money on this. And, with all the lame and gay content coming out from the streaming in advance, I doubt there's going to be much going on past the pre-orders. I think this will die off pretty quickly. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys. Make sure to sign up for our Fandom Pulse Substack in the description below. Really appreciate you for reading and being here. And yes, we're going to continue to tell the truth in gaming news, even if others don't like it so much, because we don't care. We're not here to please Ubisoft or the overlords at these companies. We are here to actually tell you what's going on in culture. We appreciate you for being here.